understand what you're doing first of all. Understand what product bases you have. What are my views on the market? I want my views to be replicated in what my products are. I don't want to be sitting there saying, I've only got access to this. So, am I going to pigeonhole myself into a certain situation because that's all I can do? And people have to stop thinking about that. So I might have a short-term view, and then I might have a long-term view on the market as well. How do I structure my portfolio to suit that? So, do I want to hedge myself? Do I want to take a small option strategy on that just as a hedge? Pay my premium and know what my costs are, and that'll cover me for that. I don't think the retail investor particularly wants to hear my exact views on the market and what I think, where I think it's going in that situation. I think we're in very, very troubled waters. And, in the situation, if you look in South Africa, if you were holding resource stocks over the last year, you've had a terrible run. If you were holding, your retail as an example, you have a fantastic run. You look at the all-share market, we're making new highs. I don't see anyone dancing in the streets and, saying this is fantastic. Do we want to be in a situation where we're saying we separated from it? Our biggest trading partner is Europe. Over 70% of our exports go there. They're not exactly lying on the beach having a holiday at the moment. They're in an incredibly difficult situation. So, what I want to say to the retail investor is be cautious. There's a time to be taking massive risks. There's a time to be taking no risk. And I think we in the middle ground there where we need to be taking enough risk, because I think we're in a situation, inflation is increasing. You stuff your money under a mattress, you're going to end up a very poor person. Stuck your money in a European or an American bank trying to earn interest, and you're going to wake up a very poor person. Maybe you need to look at the other product universe out there and say, should I be in a bond? Should I be in an ETF? People really need to engage their advisors. I want to know how you can give me proper advice and costs and understand exactly my situation. Start pushing back a little bit. Start asking the right questions to your advisor. Start pushing back and saying, I want to know more. I want to know what's happening globally, and I don't want to receive a quarterly statement. I want to be able to see it live on a platform. I'm happy for you to invest my money, but I want to know that if it starts, going south, I want to know that it's actually doing that. I don't want to have to engage you. I want the system to be able to give me that transparency. Do a lot of market professionals know more than the average person in the street at the moment? I actually don't have the answer to that, and I don't think so, to be honest. I love the comment that we're trading politics, not economics or financial markets at the moment. You can be in a fantastic situation, you're making money on the exchange. Some politician who has been voted in by the public or hasn't been voted in by the public comes in and has a comment, and the market moves on the back of that. And my personal opinion, I'm sick to death of that. Bring back the old days when people were watching fundamentals and understanding what the economy is doing. Every time we get into a situation, people seem to tend to ignore it because some person who's got some in some committee somewhere in some global market stands up and he says we're going to pump more money into the system, and don't worry, we're not building any more bubbles. We everything's going to be fine. Go out and spend more money. We're not saying that. We're saying we give you all the information. Cut out what you want, what you don't want, and go specifically specialize your portfolio in what you want it to be, not what someone else is telling you about. Educate yourself.